The Porsche 911 GTS is often considered the sweet spot of the 911 range, and today we're going to find out why. 7,000 revs. Starting at the front, you get the sports design body kit as factory. So all that means is you get a redesigned front bumper, which looks a lot more aggressive than you would get on a normal 911 Carrera. You also get the Porsche LED matrix headlight system as standard. Looking at the GTS from the side, you get the black GTS door logo, which looks great. And moving to the rear, the GTS looks a lot more aggressive than your normal 911 Carrera. So you've got the tinted taillight, which looks great. You've got the Porsche badge in black, the model logo in black as well. You've also got the exhaust tips in black. So everything's in black. And I think on this particular car being shark blue, all the black highlights, including the sunroof, the wheels, everything ties in together and gives it a really aggressive look. Another cool feature that Porsche has done is on the rear grille engine cover sort of thing. They've got 9 slats, and then the brake light on the back is in the shape of an 11. So they've snuck in 911 into the grille, which I think is really cool. The benefits of buying a GTS extend to the interior as well, with the most notable thing to speak about would be the seats. So you get the GTS interior package. This car's got the basic seats, so it's just black with it's called Race Text, that's what Porsche calls it. It's like Alcantara. So you've got black leather seats with the Race Text, and you've got the GTS logo on the headrest. And then if you want to spend a bit more money, you can get the GTS interior package in red. So it's got red stitching, red all on the dash, door cards, steering wheel. Then you've got your tacho and your sports chrono stopwatch in red. And when you option with that package, you also get the carbon fiber interior inserts. So you can get that package in red or in crayon, which is like grey white sort of color. So those are the 2 GTS interior packages, but if you want to go further again, you can choose a deviated stitching option where you can choose pretty much any color stitching that they have available to put in your interior. So a lot of people go yellow, I've seen green, which looks really good as well. So yeah, it's just personal preference. Other things to note, the GTS gets a standard Alcantara steering wheel, or heated steering wheel I should say. The seats are heated from factory. You can add cooling as an option. This particular car, you've got the shark blue seat belt, which would look amazing. I would definitely be doing that if I had this color car. And this car also has been optioned with the illuminated door sills, which I would also pick. An expensive option for a GTS, which I think you absolutely have to have, is the memory seat package. If you want to get that, it's $5,500 option in Australia just to get memory seats and electric seats. It's pretty steep, but when you're dropping 400 grand on a car, you don't really want to be pulling a lever and sliding your chair back and forward. A few other features which are pretty much standard across the 911 range. You've got the adaptive cruise control, Bluetooth. The latest 911s have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, which is good. It's got pretty much everything you're going to expect in a modern day car. One feature I do like, in the middle you've got a single cup holder, but you can pull this out and put in just a plain cup holder. So you don't have many places to put your phone and stuff in this car, or your keys or whatever. So you could probably put them in there. But yeah, that's easy to switch and it's handy to have. The powertrain in the GTS is a 3-litre twin-turbo 6-cylinder. Puts out a pretty massive 353 kilowatts, and it's got 570 newton meters of torque. It's about 22 kilowatt more than the Carrera S. And it doesn't sound like much, but honestly, on the road, as soon as I got into the GTS, I knew that it was different and better. It just seems more aggressive. Throttle response, especially low down, is way better. Yeah, the torque is crazy, so good. And what I find, when you get really high in the rev range, the exhaust note kind of changes, which I like. And 353 kilowatts on average, 0 to 100 sprinting one of these, you're looking at like 3.3 to 3.5 seconds. So I've just flicked it into Sport Plus, and we want to see what that 0 to 100 looks like. this one's coming out factory. It's got Michelin pilots, bought 4S tyres, very good tyres, probably the best you're gonna get. They're 305 wide, so they're huge. And this beast is still struggling for traction, trying to get it off the line. But yeah, once it grips, far out. That is quick, very, very, very quick. I've driven the Carrera 4 GTS, and I prefer the rear-wheel drive model personally. You can feel, look, it's very, very, very marginal. The other one feels slightly slower, but you're never going to notice. But I think just this is, you know, it's obviously making a fair amount of power, and it's just a bit more challenging to drive and a bit more enjoyable and rewarding. I reckon the best driving mode in this car is definitely Sport. Like, it doesn't rev it too, it's like literally perfect. It doesn't rev it too hard, down gears when it should. Just for day-to-day driving, you can't really beat it, I think. Whoa, not crazy. That gripped very well, slammed into second gear, sideways. I haven't driven a Turbo S, or a 911 Turbo and a 992. So I can't compare this to that directly. I can only really compare it to the base model Carrera and Carrera S, which I think it's definitely worth the extra money if you can afford it. Definitely worth it. Like, just everything, looks, interior, engine power, sound, just, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. If you're gonna have a highly optioned Carrera S, you may as well get a GTS. And plus it just sounds better saying you have a GTS. You really need to hold on in this car. The 4 GTS, it was just, it gave you a little bit more confidence, but it depends if you want confidence or not. Personally, I probably prefer this, and I think it's perfect. Love it. Big fan. Big, big fan. Thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate the support. If you've liked this video, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel. We've got a heap of content planned for the rest of the year. I'm Andy from Auto Trade Agents, and I'll see you in the next one. Another cool feature. So the GTS is powered by a 3-litre twin turbo. The GTS is powered by a, oh, I'm talking too quick now. No, I didn't really like that, Jonesy, don't use that.